At the fourth CARICOM Cuba Summit held in Trinidad and Tobago in December of 2011, the government of Cuba proposed for joint execution with the region a number of projects aimed at strengthening the CARICOM-Cuba program of cooperation. Accordingly, Guyana, at the 15th meeting, the Council for Foreign and Community Relations, COFCO, held in Suriname in May 2012, agreed to undertake the lead role for, and I quote, a project for the creation of a training center to stimulate the development of children, adolescents, and youths with special education needs associated with disability. This project is symptomatic of the innovative thinking and the extent of the support that has characterized the cooperation and the bilateral relations between Cuba and the people of the rest of the region. In that regard, I'd like to embrace unreservedly the sentiments articulated by the Secretary General in his opening statement, especially as they concern acknowledging the role of Cuba in the development of the region, its selfless sharing of its skills and resources, and also the collective grief and sadness of the region at the loss of President Fidel Castro. The Oversight Committee for this project comprises representatives of the Ministries of Foreign Affairs, Public Health, Education, Human Services, and Social Security, the National Commission on Disability, and the Caribbean Community Secretariat. And it was established to examine, monitor, and make recommendations for the execution of this project for the creation of a training center. And we expect that the committee will now intensify its work as we move towards the full implementation of the project. The general purpose of the center includes the provision for the psycho-educational treatment of children, adolescents, and youths with disabilities, and it will fortify the pedagogic preparation and didactic skills of the teachers. It is also intended to empower families, specialists, and the community to improve prevention, rehabilitation, and socio-professional integration of the disabled population. It is also intended to perfect the assessment and diagnosis of persons with disabilities. Finally, I'd like to mention the task of improving the efficacious attention to children, adolescents, and youths with disabilities through the enhancement of the theoretic practical preparation for the different socioeconomic agents in the region. It is anticipated that by way of outcomes, the project will improve the training for teachers who will provide educational attention for persons with disabilities. Also, that it will improve the quality and effectiveness of diagnoses and stimulate the development of children, adolescents, youths, and adults with disabilities. Additionally, it is intended to improve guidance for and participation of families and community agents as far as their attention to children, adolescents, youths, and adults with disabilities are concerned. The performance levels of participants are also intended to be enhanced, as well as the quality of life for persons with disabilities in whatever context they may find themselves. And finally, I'd like to mention the need to validate a model for a center to stimulate the development of children, adolescents, special educational needs, and those associated with disabilities. So this is intended to provide a model that around which we can move forward. As far as Guyana is concerned, its commitment includes the provision of a suitable site for the training center, and accordingly, the Ministry of Health has been able to rehabilitate a temporary site within the compound of the Cyril Potter College of Education to house the office space to be utilized by the Cuban specialists during the initial phase of the project. And they are charged with commencing the construction of the building that will house the center. I gather that exercise is roughly 80% completed at this point in time. I'd like to close by recording placing on record Guyana's appreciation for the tangible technical support provided so far and to be provided by the government of Cuba for the duration of this project. It is for me a delight to be able to participate in the signing of this agreement and to enable its inception. I thank you very much for the opportunity.